are controlling transmission. If we wish to make it louder, we will bring up the volume. If we wish to make it softer, we will tune it to a whisper.
You thought this shit was over?
The following announcement has been paid for.
Smark audio.
We are controlling transmission. If we wish to make it louder, we will bring up the volume. If we wish to make it softer, we will tune it to a whisper.
Continuing the way these fuckboys gonna be following in a few years, the Street Smark Audio. September 3rd, 2017. Labor Day weekend, y'all. To the right of me, Pony Poon Pulverizer, Street Smark Audio, pay-per-view prediction champion, Hot Stuff Hollywood, in the building.
In the building, ladies and gentlemen, I am happy to be here. It is a pleasure and an honor. We are, basically a week before the start of the NFL seasons. I am very thrilled about that. And what's going on with you, Fuge? My fellow podcast journalist and Street Smark Audio trivia champion.
All right. Contact us at official.streetsmarks@gmail.com. Listen to us here exclusively on YouTube, Street Smark Audio. Fuck with us, official.streetsmarks at IG, Street Smart fan page on Facebook, Street_Smarks on Twitter. Now, let me get to it. I see you just finished up your fantasy football draft.
That's right.
So you got to let me know who you picked. First, your team is the terrible Ta-Tas?
No, it's Touchin Ta-Tas.
Touchin Ta-Tas.
I meant to make it Touchin TDs, because it could be a play like on touching TDs, touching titties. But it's like, you know what, bump it. I'm just going to go straight Touchin Ta-Tas. I'm not even going to beat around the bush. No innuendo, just this is what I'm about. You know why I'm here. I'm about the Ta-Tas.
All right, so last year, how'd you do in your fantasy football?
Last year, I actually took, last year and the year before last, I actually took those 2 years off. I was still dealing with, last year I just didn't really have time. The year before last, I was still recovering from the separation from Mrs. Hollywood. But the year prior...
Former.
Yeah, exactly. Former Mrs. Hollywood. But the year prior to that, I made it to the first round of the playoffs where I was unfortunately defeated. And I'm looking to redeem myself. I'm on the road to redemption. And I think with this squad that I picked, I think I have a good shot. I had the first pick this year of the draft in the Snake Draft 10-teamer. And I'm just going to run down my lineup real quick for those of you who follow the NFL and who might be interested in my fantasy squad. So with the first pick, I took Arizona running back David Johnson.
Okay.
It's not showing me in order who I picked. So from there, my quarterback is Drew Brees. My other running back is Todd Gurley.
Okay.
My wide receiver.
Rams.
That's right. My wide receivers are T. Hilton from the Colts.
Ty Hilton.
That's right. Denarius Thomas from the Broncos.
Oh, okay.
My tight end is Martavius Bennett, or
Okay.
Martellus Bennett, I'm sorry.
Bears?
He used to be for the Bears. He plays for the Packers now.
Okay. Oh, okay. He'll definitely get some
You know what I'm
touches.
talking about? My flex is a wide receiver Golden Tate with the Lions.
Not too high on him.
Defense is the Bengals.
Yeah, you can flow the defense, so it don't matter.
On my bench, I have rookie running back for the Bengals, Joe Mixon, who I don't anticipate him to get a lot of carries up front, but once he starts playing, he's going to be a beast, I believe. Wide receiver Jeremy Maclin, Redskins running back R. Kelly, His name is also Robert.
I want to on you.
You know, talk.
On you.
That's
Piss
what I'm
on you.
That's what I'm gonna do on my league. That's why I picked him.
Nah.
Also have Mike Wallace, wide receiver.
like Mike Wallace.
Adam Thielson as another backup wide receiver.
You got too many wide receivers.
Kirk Cousins and running back Darren Sproles.
Okay. So, is there anybody who you wanted to pick up that you missed?
When I actually grabbed Denarius Thomas by mistake, I wanted to grab Michael Crabtree when I was grabbing him.
Crabtree's terrible. He's washed.
Crabtree, he's a drop master, but he's also the Raiders' #1 target.
I'm just saying, but if you put Sherman on him, he's done.
Well, thankfully they're in different conferences, so
I'm just saying. Nobody should have you that shook in anything. You know what I'm saying? Like it would perceive that to the Legion of Street Smarks that Hot Stuff Hollywood has me shook in a trivia challenge rematch.
Oh well, we established that last week. I was just trying to move on and stuff, but since you brought it up, since your conscience is eating away at you, let's speak on the big fat trivia elephant in the room.
I gave you way too much advance time.
1 week, ladies and gentlemen, is what I had.
And that boy rattled off every answer that I could have thrown at him.
That's why I'm Hot Stuff Hollywood. I don't fuck around.
So, and to reciprocate, I don't study at all. I don't study anything. I don't study for tests. I don't study for shit. So I was just going to go in there blind, like, fuck it. Mm-hmm. So basically what I told my man offline was I need to come up with a category that we kind of sort of both know, you know what I'm saying, on a whim. So when I hit you with it, we could just go. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's ultimately fair.
Like the comic book challenge, where I also soundly defeated you in a successful title. Or was it a title? Oh, no, I think that's when I captured the title.
That was when you captured the title.
Yeah, so you want something like that. I mean, you can pick your poison, because whether it's something off the cuff like that, or if it's something where we have to prepare. I mean, I am a champion. I am an ass-kicking machine, and when I step out of bed first thing in the morning, the first thing I'm thinking about is acquiring more gold. So however you want to do it, Fuge, whatever makes you feel more comfortable, whatever makes you feel like you have even a remote chance, like a snowball in hell, of retaining my title, hey, whatever you got to do. Because guess what? I have some bad news. Or to quote Bad News Bear, I'm afraid I've got some bad news. Your reign is coming to an end, my friend. Tick-tock. Tick-tock. Tick-tock.
Getting back to fantasy football.
Right.
I actually did a fantasy football back in the day. Because I wanted to see how sports nerds, you know, collaborated with real nerds. You know, the whole stigma was that, you know, guys like me, we did was play World of Warcraft, play Final Fantasy, play DC Universe Online, and we didn't have any lives. But here you guys over here quoting touchdown, yards per average, and shit like that, which is nothing but DPS per second. So all I would do is I would fucking join fantasy football leagues and just troll the fucking sports nerds because there ain't nothing but fanboys.
No, that's pee-hole, cat. He's stretching all out over pee-hole and stuff. But yeah, I'm so sorry.
I just found it hilarious that when I would join these fantasy football leagues, I never cared if I won or lost. Actually, I would win quite often because I know a lot about averages.
Okay.
So I would just use, you know, my OCD. Excuse me. My OCD of averages and sports teams and sports cities. And I would win that way. This would make sense to me.
Just a analytical approach, like they say the Browns are doing when they're picking their players now.
A Browns suck.
No, the Browns went 4-0 this preseason.
Did they?
They did.
Really?
First time since 1986.
Holy shit, Snacks.
After going 0-4 last year in the preseason, then following up the regular season with winning one game and losing 15.
Who they beat?
This year?
Yeah.
We beat the Bears. We beat Tampa Bay.
No. Who did we beat in the regular season?
Oh,
last
the one
year?
game? I can't remember. It was just a miserable blur of suck last year.
You're not a real fan.
I am a real fan because I suffer with this team week in and week out.
You know professional sports are work, right?
I've heard it said that it is a work, or they try to work it to the best of their ability without making it obvious that it's a work.
Just saying. I saw that Joe Hayden got released by the Browns. He was terrible.
He was, but he was even more terrible for the team that he chose to sign with for the same amount of money that the Browns offered him to, because he was making 11. They was trying to drop him down to 7. They said he could stay. He didn't want to stay for 7. Then he signed with these bitches in Pittsburgh for 7.
He a Steeler.
He's a Steeler.
Holy shit, Snacks.
He done went full heel. Him and Kyrie both.
Yeah, Kyrie left too.
What is going on with my squads, man?
Yeah, Kyrie got traded to the Celtics
Right.
for Isaiah Thomas.
Jay Crowder.
Jay Crowder, is he any good?
He's okay.
Oh, okay.
He's decent.
I don't know anything about him. And some picks.
Now the big one is we have Brooklyn's #1 pick next year.
Oh, they suck.
They do suck,
Oh, so we might get some shit, huh?
but it's very depending on how the lottery shake out.
So okay, all right. Hey, you don't expect another #1.
Oh shoot, they was coming out of our asshole for a minute. So if LeBron leave, I think we might get a #1. If he stay,
And professional sports are not a work.
hey, I said they work it as much as they can without making it obvious.
We'll come back. We ain't got no wrestling history this time. We got some wrestling news. I got some shit I want to talk about. Peace.